What's up with it? You watching the Back Bomber TV. And yeah, we about to check out this video from the YouTube channel Hood TV. And the title is Boosie crashes out after Trans GF leaks private affairs. He's freaky. Yeah, man, that's a fool with it, man. I don't know about this situation, man. So we definitely gotta say allegedly, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't think Boosie get down like that. I don't even know how little Boosie ended up in a story like this, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, though. But whatever it is, though, man, I know Gabrielle Union having a field day, man. For real. He might repost this video. But yeah, man, like I was saying, I never heard about this situation. Don't know what they talking about, you know what I mean? But let's check out the video and see what they talking about.
This is Cherry. And they're saying that this is I can't confirm, but they're saying that this is Boosie's house where she seemingly took a picture. Now that's Boosie's house.
Her coming out at this age that's the time you supposed to, that's when you know what you want.
How old is she?
Finna be 22.
Okay.
That's what you know when what you want.
And because I feel like I don't have to explain nothing to nobody. And also it furthermore shows people that every time something is to do with a trans woman, it's always like, y'all try to push this narrative like as if
it looks like Boosie's transformer girlfriend just exposed him for being into some freaky stuff. Because listen, this man has had a lot to say about transforming women, if you know what I mean. But now, a recent pic posted by Cherry the Boom has people talking. And worst of all, Boosie went on Caresha Please and straight up disowned his own daughter, who is a member of the LGBTQ community. And now, on top of all this, Boosie is out here crashing out again after getting exposed by a transgender. It's like he can't seem to stay away from controversy. So Cherry the Boom, the trans socialite who's been making waves lately, just turned up the heat again. She posted a clip showing Boosie's cars parked right outside his Atlanta home. And of course, the internet exploded with speculation. Now, everybody wants to know what was really going on here. Some people even think Cherry was there for one of Boosie's friends instead, which could be true. But let's be real, Boosie doesn't usually roll with people from the LGBT community. We couldn't also see Boosie himself in the clip, but the cars, the mansion, it all looked way too familiar. And Boosie has been linked to some wild women before. Now, if this was just a one-off thing, maybe folks wouldn't be so quick to jump to conclusions. But this is Boosie. This is the same man who's been caught up in scandal after scandal with women. He was even rumored to have slept with Sexy Red, and word on the street is he had to get treatment after catching something. But what makes this even crazier, Boosie has been beefing with his own daughter because she's trans. This man has been blasting his own flesh and blood on public platforms, even dragging her on talk shows like Caresha Please. Boosie's stuck in the past, talking about how he wants grandchildren the right way. He's out here saying his granddad didn't allow it, his dad didn't allow it, so he won't allow it either.
I just don't condone the issue. It's not coming. I'm raising a generation.
So when your daughter came out and told you she was gay,
It was nothing. I mean, she still can't bring her situation to our house. My daughter is grown.
well, why? She's wrong.
Because I don't want it to contaminate her other. It's a generation we raised. I don't want her to get to contaminate it to her other 6, 7 sisters who look up to her. I want them to bring me grandchildren the right way.
It even got to
Man, that's a fool. You can tell what's a controversy up in that room, man. They all up in there whispering, oh, you heard them. But I ain't gonna lie, man. If your family old school, man, what do you expect? If Boosie was raised by some old school folks, you know what I'm saying? And we know damn well, man, that shit just ain't sliding in some communities. I think that's a little touchy situation, you know what I mean? But everybody had their rights to have their own opinion or feelings. Yeah, man, you can't tell nobody how to feel about certain situations, man. For real though, shit.
To the point where his daughter had to clap back. She made a whole video crying over the way her own father disrespected her. In a long Instagram video, Poison Ivy laid it all out there. She talked about how much respect she's always had for Boosie, even when he's been out here making wild public statements about her. She called out Boosie for never even sitting down with her to talk about her identity. Instead, he's out here doing interviews, talking to everyone except his own daughter.
But I feel like my daddy want me to give y'all what y'all want. And he want me to give him what he want as well. Okay, so he always speaking on my sexuality. The whole world know that. And it been about 2 years now that I'll be quiet. I keep quiet on it. I wouldn't say nothing. You know, I just go with the flow. I did everything in my power.
And now the plot
I ain't gonna lie, I can kind of understand like a son hurting the dad feelings by, you know, being certain kind of way, but your daughter though, man, you know what I mean? I don't know about that situation, man. Like if you'll feel that strong about your daughter though, you know what I'm saying? I kind of can understand a son, but like a daughter though, man, I definitely think Boosie probably taking this a little too far, you know what I'm saying? Shit, she like what you like. You probably didn't expose her to some wild shit on accident, for real though. You know them wild ass Boosie parties, probably was checking out the girls with y'all, shit, for real though.
thickens because Boosie, the same man who's been so vocal about not accepting trans people, is now caught up in rumors about being involved with one. I mean, maybe it does run in the family, and it's not just Boosie that is caught up in this mess. Cherry the Boom has been on a roll, and not too long ago, she put Auburn Tigers forward Jockey Howard on blast. She shared a screenshot allegedly showing Jockey sliding into her DMs. Now, if this was just a regular message, people might have brushed it off. But since it's Cherry, things got real messy, real fast. She did not hold back her frustration, calling out down low men and making it clear that she's not here for the secrecy.
What team you play for, how many Grammys you have. Sweetie, if you do not see trans women as women and you feel like you gotta hide and sneak and geek and be DL, that's your business. But when you come to me, save the compliments. Run me my coin. I don't care how famous you are, how cute you are. You gotta pay too.
And let's just say,
man, I ain't gonna lie, man. That's a strong, manly ass voice, man. For real though, you definitely not a woman. You know what I'm saying? For real though, man. That voice was a fool with it right there, nigga. For real.
Jockey wanted no parts of this drama. He reportedly wiped his entire social media clean, deleting everything like it never happened. But the internet never forgets. This whole situation has the internet divided. Some people are backing Cherry, applauding her for standing her ground and calling out the games these DL men be playing, acting all gangster for the public, but secretly having a freaky side and messing with other men and trans girls. But there are many who are also dragging Cherry for lying on Boosie. Some are accusing her of clout chasing, questioning why she would expose someone like that instead of just handling it privately. Now, looking at Cherry's history, people are starting to connect the dots. And some people think Cherry might have just made a dangerous move. Because let's be real, Boosie ain't no stranger to the streets. This ain't a man you just play around with. One person even warned, what she doing is the reason why the trans wind up deceased, putting out fake narratives. Boosie a big name, and to post his house and cars for clout is gonna cause an issue. And then we got others who are side-eyeing the entire situation, saying some sleep with men out of spite, and if something bad happens after exposing dudes, it's a hate crime. Now that comment right there, it's bringing up a whole other conversation about the risks of public outings like this, because things can get dangerous out there. But on the flip side, some people actually believe that this might have really happened. One comment said, people will get exposed nowadays and still won't get canceled. Now, inside sources are claiming that Boosie is out here crashing out after being dragged into this mess, and people calling him gay, and he is not taking this lightly. Apparently, Boosie is coming out for revenge, because if there's one thing he ain't about to let slide, it's somebody clout chasing off his name. He's been vocal about these situations before, and now that his name is being dragged into this, best believe he's gonna have something to say. If there's one thing about Boosie, is that he doesn't play when it comes to his reputation. And with how wild social media has been over this, you already know he's somewhere plotting his next move. But what do y'all think about this whole situation? Is Boosie really crashing out, or is he just letting people talk? Should Cherry be worried, or is this just another industry stunt? And do y'all think outing someone like this is ever justified, or is it just straight up dangerous? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah, man, the internet all along, man, for real though, man. I don't think Boosie messed with that trans, man, on everything. Yeah, man, I think Boosie got some of his house open for Airbnb, you know what I'm saying? So, man, I think she probably booked the Airbnb. Yeah, man, I think that's down there why Sexy Red down there was there too, man, to be honest with y'all, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, man, people definitely take stories and twist them up and put their own narratives on there, man, you know what I mean? But really, man, I don't think this story is true, man, for real though, man. just entertain this shit for a little content. Ain't gonna lie, like I was saying, Gabrielle Union probably having a field day with this, man. Well, I definitely think Boosie kind of somewhat overreacted with his daughter, man. You know what I'm saying? I think a son probably would have been more understandable for a strict ass dad or something like, oh hell nah, you know what I'm saying? But nigga, that's your daughter though, man. You know what I mean? I think that's a little different, man. You know what I mean? But shit, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to the Baby Mama TV. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Until next time, alright?